Canada's biggest bank set to report earnings this week. And despite the trade war and the uncertainty, analysts are expecting a boost for profit. For more on that, let's go to Paul Goldberg with Bloomberg Intelligence. Paul, thanks for joining us today. You expect, or there is an expectation of fourth quarter solid results from the banks.
Yes, thank you for having me. The expectation is for low double-digit growth in revenues for most of the banks. Net interest income should be able to hold up pretty well, even though the loan growth has been somewhat sluggish. The steepening yield curve is happening to keep the margins solid. On the fee side, the capital markets business and the wealth management businesses should still be helping those banks quite a bit.
Okay, what about an outlook for 2026? Do you think there will be some changes or some tweaks for the banks to their outlook?
Well, I think the banks are going to be quite a bit more cautious in terms of the outlooks because the loan growth is still kind of on the slow side and there is no tariff resolution in sight. So going into the next year, and obviously the fiscal year, we're already a month into the year, things are getting quite a bit still challenging in terms of the expectations.
All right. What about charges, potential charges for fourth quarter? What do you see?
I think most of the charges are going to be still heading slightly higher, particularly on impaired loans, as we still see some delinquencies rising to more normalized levels. The performing reserve probably going to stay relatively flattish in terms of the expectations because the commercial loans that typically drive a lot of the performing reserve, as I mentioned, there's still no quite clear resolution for the tariffs and there's still kind of negotiations are inside. So the commercial reserves are going to be, and provisions for those are going to stay elevated.
Interesting. All right. Paul Goldberg is with Bloomberg Intelligence. Thank you for sharing some time with us today.